Well, I was not expecting to talk to you today. I was expecting to take the whole week off. There's a major cold front coming on Saturday that I'm very excited about. It's gonna be 35 degrees in the morning, which is perfect for the 10-acre parcel. I was going to give the woods a significant break until then. The pre-rut is here. Bucks are starting to get more active. Testosterone levels are going up. They're starting to spar, use scrapes. It's a really exciting time. My wife, who's awesome and super supportive, told me to go out last night, and I was like, no, I want to be with the family. And what do you know, last night at 7 o'clock there was a juggernaut that showed up on film, a massive 10-point with a wide spread, working a scrape right on top of the ridge where last year's stand was. Now I'm down on the drainage. I'm not gonna move the stand, but I'm definitely getting out tonight. Hopefully I can get him while he's still in the area. I've never seen him on film, but we'll see. Wish me luck, and I'll keep you updated throughout the entire process. Talk to you soon. All right, we're in the stand. It's 4:30. We are very early. With that buck being super impressive last night, we had to get in the stand. I bumped into maybe 7 or 6 doe walking in. They're all on their feet right now. Target buck is still crooked 11. We have multiple images of him on camera around the scrape. We also have an image of a wide 8-point and also a 9-point that was in velvet. Haven't seen him ever again. But with that 10-point coming out during daylight last night, that changes everything. If he comes by, I'll have no ego. I will not wait for that crooked 11. He actually looked way more impressive, which gets me really excited. I don't know if he lives here and he extended his home range, or if he's just cruising by. And if he's just cruising by, I only have a couple days to hunt him more than likely, which is why I wanted to get into the stand right away. I named this 10-point Strider. So if any of you are Lord of the Rings fans, he's the lone monster in the woods, the ranger that marches these forests. But it's 5 o'clock, so make sure we get this thing going, and we gotta be quiet, and I'll keep you up to date. Well, after telling you I wasn't gonna move, I moved. I took the saddle from the drainage up to the ridge top. A couple reasons why. One, the activity on my cameras is through the roof on the ridge. That is where I had success before. I'm just gonna go to my roots, go up to the ridge top. All the does, all the fawns, the bucks are cruising across the ridge right now during the pre-rut. It's just an ideal place. Number two, the pictures I was getting down in the drainage during September and August are gone. That place is a ghost town. So ideally, I wouldn't want to just pick up and move my stand and be patient, especially in the middle of the pre-rut. But there's too much activity on the ridge. And I've also, I believe, put too much pressure down there. I hunted way too early. I was excited. So in the same location that Strider was scraping at, I also have pictures in the past of bucks scraping that same location. I didn't necessarily catch on until this year, just because the camera's only been out for 2 years. So now my data is working for me. With that information, now I put a mock scrape there. I also put my stand right above it. So I have shooting lanes going from north and the south locations. They tend to go from south to north in the morning and north to south in the evening. Now with the new stand location, I'm pretty excited to get out here at night and see if I can see what's going on, see if bucks are going to use my mock scrape. And yeah, I'll keep you in a loop, and hopefully this pivot is going to be in my favor. I'm going to see more activity during my sits, and it's not just going to be me and the squirrels, but I'll keep you in the loop. It's been a really active evening. I've already seen about 7 deer today. It's coming on 6 o'clock, and this is when it's going to be prime time. This is when I expect the big buck to show up, and around 6:45, and then I'll sneak out of here. Makes me really happy that we made the pivot when we did. This ridge top's on fire. Right now we have northeast winds, which is perfect for this spot. Because typically in the evening they come from the north. So if they come, it's gonna come right in front of me. And I'm gonna have a direct line right there. I'll keep you in the loop. It's prime time. Well, I think you're getting the drill. If we're back at the Jeep, we still don't have a buck down. Today's November 1st. Around here, the rut typically starts around November 3rd and ends around November 13th, so we're right at the beginning of it. Daylight activity for bucks has skyrocketed in the last 2 days. Halloween holds true to its reputation. We had a really nice 10-point that came around that I would need a lot of discipline to pass up on. We had a couple others that I couldn't make out what the racks looked like. No sign of Strider. If we don't see Strider in the next 3 or 4 days, I think we're just gonna have to take the L on that one. He cruised through, probably got locked down with the doe already, and then we're just gonna have to take the best buck that's around. But like I said, in the next couple days, if I don't see Strider or Crooked 11, we're not gonna be picky when it comes to this season. If it's a nice buck, I'm gonna take a shot at it. And I'm gonna get in the stand tonight. It's supposed to be a beautiful night. I'm expecting a lot of deer movement. And it's November 1st. It's the beginning of the rut. It's my favorite time of the year. It's most hunters' favorite time of the year. And hopefully I get lucky with one of these bucks walking by my stand on top of the ridge. And I can tell you I had a successful 2025 archery season. But until then, I'm gonna get a couple practice shots in so I can maximize that opportunity when it comes. And I'll keep you up to date and talk to you soon. So just when hope seemed to be lost, we got Strider back on film 20 minutes after I left the stand yesterday. Around 7:15 last night on November 1st, he came by and hit the same scrape that he's been hitting on top of the ridge. Last time we saw him was on October 21st. And we were pivoting away to go after other deer, and now the game's on. He's back scraping, probably out of lockdown, looking for the next doe, and hopefully makes a mistake and we get him during daylight. But I'll keep you in the loop, and all eyes for Strider. Talk to you soon. I don't know if I believe in full moons or not, but if there's a day that I'm going to, it's today. It's November 4th. I got Strider back on camera, working the same scrape on the top of the ridge that my stand's located. At this point, he's still showing up at night, so we just need to keep hunting hard and hope he makes a mistake soon. You don't live as long as he did being stupid, I'll tell you that. So we're gonna keep after it. Well, you won't even believe what just happened to me. So I'm in the stand, turn around, take a leak, and 3 doe pop up as I'm doing it, of course. So I try to turn around and I bump my bow and it falls off the tree. So many emotions. I felt foolish, panic, and they just hung around. But then I couldn't help but think, I don't have a bow. It's the rut. And with my luck, Strider's gonna walk right behind them, chasing her, and I'm gonna be bowless. But good news is they left. I didn't spook them. I was able to get my bow, and I got to regroup, and we're back in action. So I'll talk to you soon. It's Saturday, November 8th. I got out here this morning. I passed up on a nice 8-point Thursday night. I'm probably going to kick myself at the end of the season if nothing comes through, but I'm going to enjoy it. It's a beautiful full moon. Here, I'll show you. Pretty cool. I'll keep you in the loop. Well, we just got back from the woods and I checked all my cameras, and you'll never guess who showed up. You guessed it, Strider. This time down the drainage. I wasn't out on Friday and he walked right by my old stand location down on the drainage. He is a beautiful buck. He really is, just a monster of a deer, and I am extremely blessed to be able to hunt him on the 10-acre parcel and have this opportunity. And I'm hoping I could seal the deal in the next couple days. I'll be out there tonight, and I'll keep you in the loop. It is cold. It's go time, baby. Well, I would be lying if I didn't admit that cold front sucked. It was so cold and I saw nothing. Very disappointing, and I also would be lying if I didn't admit that the mental fatigue started kicking in. Started seeing pictures online of friends and other hunters being successful with their harvests with mature deer, and I'm sitting over here just freezing in a tree. With that being said though, I moved my stand again. So if you all remember, I started down at the bottom of the drainage. I was getting no activity, so I pivoted, moved up to the ridge where my cameras were on fire, and now I moved towards the northwest of the drainage. I just was out there this morning, already saw a lot of activity. I probably should have been there a lot earlier, but it's okay. It's November 13th. We're knocking on the door at the end of the peak rut, so I'm running out of time. I'm going to need a lot of luck for these next couple sits. But with this new location, it got my energy back up. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. I have a lot of great shooting lanes there, and a better view as well. So if I'm sitting in a tree, cold, miserable, at least I'll have something to look at. But I'll keep you in the loop, and I'm pretty optimistic. So I need some luck on my side, but again, I'm doing what I love, and that is hunting, and I'm never going to be mad doing that. So I'll talk to you soon.
Well, I just missed my shot. Wide 8-point came straight from under here. I mean, that's 5 yards away. Scent checked me, couldn't figure it out. Walked right there again, like perfect opportunity, couldn't figure it out, and then trot off. I've had him a couple times on camera, and I definitely would take a shot at him, but the luck's just not on my side this year. He came from right behind me, and I was just not prepared, didn't have my bow in hand. It's super cold, so my hands were in my pocket, and well, that's bow season. Everything got to be aligned, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on, and hopefully get another opportunity this cold morning.
Well, that's the 2025 archery season for you. I wasn't successful, but I did have fun doing it. This year was a grind, though, I'll tell you what. And we would end the season with a day like that, an opportunity on a decent 8-point that I've seen on camera. He's not one I'm gonna cry a river over, but I wish I was prepared. He snuck up right behind me. Got to see a bunch of turkeys this morning and a lot of deer activity. So if we were gonna sign off on this year's season, that was the way to do it. Just gets me excited for next year, and a new stand location down the drain is definitely where we're gonna start. This is year 2 on the property, so still learning it day by day. Yeah, for those who had successful seasons, congratulations, and for those who didn't, you're not alone this year. Talk to you soon.